Alright, guys, listen up. Are you listening?
Yeah,
No.
well, our silence is indicative of our listening status, yeah.
I see. I got a fucking desk, and it's pretty sick. I love my new desk. It's nice and sturdy. It's a appropriate height that I don't, cause the table I was using before, it was just like a little glass end table, and the chair that I'm using, cause I broke the recliner I used to be using. It's been broken for a long time, but now it's like broken beyond any possible use.
We
Um,
have reached an unbelievable low for cold opens. It's insane that we've gotten to, I have a new desk.
I just want to talk about my new desk. What the fuck?
Guess
Well,
what,
it's
guys?
just
I made interior decoration changes. Yo, that's crazy.
this is not exactly on the standard for like riveting contents on the Moecast.
Fine, let's restart that, you motherfuckers.
No,
You
that's fine. That's fine. We're
Today,
going to
I
keep going.
painted my wall. Whoa! Dude, that's gnarly. I can't believe it.
Like we've fallen this fast, this low, this fast.
listen. If we're keeping it, let me finish my desk story, okay? So I was
I guess.
using
It's a
a
story.
little glass end table, and since I broke my chair, I was using this like big tall kitchen chair. So I had to like lurch over to use my computer because the little end table was so small and my chair was so tall. But now I got this now I got this nice desk. I'm at equal height to my laptop. I can actually type without killing myself. It's beautiful. I'm in a beautiful state. Maybe I'll
Okay,
actually
right.
write a
Speaking of
fucking
being in a
video script
beautiful
now.
state, I'm in a beautiful state. Hey,
Whoa, you're
dude,
in it's not beautiful.
it, I mean, it's beautiful. They can have that. It
Can
looks
it?
nice. Maybe not
I
like wherever in bumfuck Florida you are, but
Okay, yeah. I guess like Orlando does look nice.
I'll go ahead and say this before we talk more about Florida. What you need to do, Riley, is that you need to call your mom in your room, right? Go, hey, how you like my desk? And
I
before
could
she
just
can
tell
even
her
say
next time I see her.
before she can say anything, rock bottom her through your fucking desk.
Yo, that'd
It's
be
like,
pretty sick.
yeah. Do you even know what a rock bottom is?
You see, you had to call me out on it. I was kind of playing it as so that you didn't call me out on it. But yeah, no, I don't know what a rock bottom
No,
is.
after years of recording podcasts with you, I can finally, I can say with confidence that, but judging by the tone of your voice at any given time, I can tell whether or not you know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about a subject.
It's also like I feel like you should be able to get that one through context. It's
I know
not
it's
like you.
yeah, I know it's some sort of wrestling move, which is why I just went along with
Yeah,
it.
who do you think it
Oh,
is?
Probably Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Jesus Christ! Why? God.
I don't know. He's Stone. He has Stone in his
The
name. He might
the
have a move
rock
called Rock
bottom.
Bottom. Oh, is it Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
Yes,
Okay,
Riley.
that was my second guess. It had to be something to do with rocks and stones.
Oh God, every answer is worse and makes me angrier than before when you didn't know what I was talking about.
Fuck you, Mo Diggity. You know
Oh,
what?
I'm gonna rock bottom you through your new desk when I finally do manage to come to Florida. Anyway, let's just start the show. I am thoroughly disappointed. A one, a two, a skiddly diddly do. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Moecast. I'm your host, Mo Diggity. And joining me today are my two awesome co-hosts. Say what's up to Riley. What's up, Riley?
No, Mo, you're going pretty hard on me. I guess I'm just gonna have to go fuck myself.
All right, good. At least I didn't have to say it this time. And also, our other co-host is joining us from Florida, Robin. Say what's up, Robin.
What's up? I'm the only one in this call joining from Florida. I'm the
Mo, I'm
Florida
also joining from
representation.
Florida.
Yeah, okay, Riley. Robin is not normally in Florida. So it's fun that she's actually joining us from Florida. Unlike you, who have said several times on this show and many other shows that you are from Florida and how much you fucking hate the state of Florida.
Yeah,
So I
Florida
didn't feel.
fucking sucks. It's like the fucking asshole of the United States.
Why is it that every person in every state says this is the asshole? Their state is the asshole of the United States.
I guess it's probably like a grass is always greener effect, but like Florida really sucks.
My state's just boring. Like Connecticut's just like what is that, you know?
Yeah, it's like lots of. From what I remember, it's just like a bunch of fields, maybe some hills every once in a while.
It's
I
like a
know.
vestigial like piece of the body, you know? Like why what are we doing there?
Yeah, what's the point? You know
Like the
what? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
like the only thing I know about Connecticut is that Vince McMahon's family is from there. Vince McMahon's the owner of the WWE, just in case no one knew, you know, who Vince McMahon was.
Well, we
Riley.
all watch wrestling, right?
Yeah, right, especially Riley, who's a huge wrestling fan.
Big Asterios
Who,
Kokonos fan as well. Talks
oh
about
yeah.
wrestling a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I usually just kind of listen along. Like it's like when I listen to Is It Kino and I haven't watched the movie. It's the same general effect. I just kind of listen along and I'm like, yeah, this sounds like an interesting thing that they're talking about. I will never watch it in my life, and that's I have that same feeling about wrestling.
That's usually how I figure out if a movie or show sucks. Is that if I just watch enough YouTube, eventually, like the real reviewers will like come out who actually know what they're talking about, and will actually give me like a decent fucking synopsis on the show. Like, I love the Harley Quinn show. You know, the new DC animated sitcom that's on HBO Max. And for months when it came out, everyone was just trashing it, going, "Oh man, this is so woke" and all that stuff. And then uh, a reviewer that I liked gave it like some pretty decent praise. Didn't like kiss its ass or anything. Just said, "I think this is pretty good." And I checked it out. It was like, "Whoa, this is nothing like the fucking detractors were saying at all." And that's when I stopped watching a lot of my I guess a lot of the quote unquote anti woke types on YouTube, because I'd start watching some of these movies and some of these shows that they like shit on. It turns out like I think you guys just like misunderstood the joke, and it wasn't like nearly as bad as you think it is. It's just a joke, you know? So yeah, I guess live and learn, I suppose.
So I have a topic pitch here since good old Robin is on a little vacation. Why don't we swap some vacation stories?
Oh, vacation stories are nice.
So Robin, you can start because you're on vacation right now. Just tell us how your Florida trip's going, and also tell us about any other vacations you want to tell us about.
Yeah, I mean so far pretty boring. I mean I expect this to be pretty boring because it's like essentially a work trip, kind of. Like I'm just here because like you know I do PCA stuff and so I'm taking care of someone while I'm here. Um, yeah, I mean I haven't really done much. I've just been in a hotel room. Like having nice rooms is fun. Like I would vacation a lot more just for hotels. I feel like I don't know. There's something
Oh
about
Hotels
yeah.
are so cool. I love hotels.
yeah.
Some
Well,
s- some
oh go ahead.
hotels are really good. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I like ones that have like a store up front, like the one we were just in before we got here. Because now we're in an Airbnb. But the hotel we were in Fort Lauderdale was one of the ones that had a little store at the front desk, and it had we're in fucking Florida, I guess, because I could buy alcohol right at the front desk.
Oh, it's so nice.
I bought some IPAs. I was just filling in my room. Because really, what am I gonna do in Fort Lauderdale? Like, my family was there for a wedding. I didn't really go to the wedding, so just got to hang out, play Final Fantasy in my room all day.
That's always fun.
The
Um,
last vacation I took was to Myrtle Beach. I famously don't like the beach very much, which is South Carolina, by the way. Yeah, I don't really like the beach. Even in Fort Lauderdale, I didn't go to the beach because I was like, "Whoa, what am I gonna do?"
the older I get, the less attracted I am to the beach, you know? Like I used to go to the beach all the time, and then I had a shitty experience over at the beach. It just wasn't a fun time. And I was just like, dude, fuck the beach. I'm so done with this fucking shitty place. And
Well, because Anakin, as always, Anakin is right. You know, as he often is.
oh yeah, like because I too got the shit burned out of me while I was at the said beach. Because what happened was like people just we didn't know how long we're going to be there, so no one brought any food. So we were at the beach, and then we were like, "Oh fuck! Well, we're going to be here for a few hours. I'd like to like cook something or eat something." All right, so we packed up our shit and went to the local grocery store, got some shit, came back, unpacked everything. About an hour and a half later, man, wish we had some beers. I'd sure like to drink. Ended up packing all of our shit again and then going to the store to go get some beers because it wasn't enough that only one person wanted to go. Everyone wanted to go except me. All I wanted to do was just smoke a bowl of my smokes in peace and, chill out and listen to fucking social distortion. But no. And then the person who was barbecuing like didn't know really how to barbecue and then turned her back for like 5 seconds and the seagulls got in all of our chicken and ruined it.
I noticed that you
So
said nothing about swimming or water, which is amazing.
no, see, I was going to get into the fucking water, right? All my friends and my little brother and my sister went into the fucking water. They came back covered in fucking jellyfish stings 5 minutes fucking later.
Ah,
Oh,
shit.
So I was like, dude, fuck all that. So this fucking water sucks. And I'm not going in there because I don't like get stung by fucking jellyfish. And it only takes like one mana war sting to, if you don't
those are
notice.
like South American, right? Like you're not gonna find a fucking man of war.
Hey, I don't know, man. Like poisonous fucking creatures lurk behind every corner.
That sounds like something like that edgy kid in school would say.
Well, no, it's not edgy if you're paranoid.
Everything is poison, bro.
Something poisonous is around every corner.
Shit. Yeah, I used to love going to the beach, but now I'm just like, dude, I'd rather just be inside.
No,
The
I
beach
guess
is
like
fun, like, sometimes, but, like, if I ever went more than, like, once every, like, 6 months, I would probably get tired of it.
you get sand in every orifice. Like the water is not pleasant to be in. It's ocean, right? Like
Though the
it's
the ocean
a
water is
novelty.
calming to swim in, it's fun.
Yeah, and then you get out and you feel like gross because it is gross. You realize how gross it is when you're out of it.
I don't really care that much. It's not that serious.
And like it's also like walking on sand is not good. Like it hurts.
Well, yeah, I never do the beach barefoot. Like I know better because I live in a tourist town.
Even in shoes. That's why like
Most
people who live in deserts have like fucking sand shoes. They have like special shoes to walk around because walking on sand is not easy. It hurts
oh
your fucking
I
feet.
oh no, not at all, not at all. I don't know. I guess I'm just used to it because I've lived in a Gulf Coast all my life.
The one fun thing I did in Myrtle Beach was I did an escape room
Oh, neat.
and
How are those?
it's really fun. If I had the money, I would do a lot of escape rooms.
Escape rooms seem like I'm just too stupid for escape room. They're probably
Dude,
fun for other people, but I'm just too
no, you
dumb.
would like it for sure.
You think so?
It's just a real life video game, dude.
Yeah, but I'm bad at video games.
You are very bad at video games.
I don't well
Dude,
the lady who ran it was like you never know who's going to be good at an escape room because she's like I've had times where like a group of people who are like pissed drunk come in and they like smash our record. And then I've had times where like
That's lit as fuck. That's
Hell
yeah,
so
and
yeah,
then
sick.
she's
hell
like, and
yeah.
then I've had times where we get like a group of like really educated, like Harvard, MIT, like Yale graduates or whatever, and they don't even finish the room in the time limit.
Oh yeah, I think I personally I kind of think because like drunk freaking blue collar workers in people like that, they're a lot more relaxed and they know kind of how to think outside the box a little bit better because this is an impractical situation, right? And intelligent, well educated people, they're used to doing stuff in like, a classroom or something. You think that maybe an escape room would be right up their alley, but I don't think that they like think enough like that sometimes, I guess. I don't know. I kind of lost the tracker on that point here. Sorry.
Yeah, we did a 5-person party. It was me, my brother, my mom, my dad, and my sister. This was before my dad had a stroke. This was I don't know, like I want to say like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that. And yeah, it was the 5 of us, and we finished it like in the nick of time, like at like the 59-minute mark or whatever in the hour you get.
Right down to the wire. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, there
I
were
would
there
love.
were a couple of frustrating puzzles where it was like we knew what to do, but like the mechanism of it was kind of wonky. And then there was one time where so we didn't ask for a hint at all because I was like that's boring. But they did give us a hint at one point, but not like for like solving a puzzle. It was just that it was something to do with a rainbow, and they had to call in and say that we had indigo and violet mixed up because we were just like tunnel visioned on being correct, and all of us thought indigo was violet and violet was indigo. We're just all big stupid.
Uh, I hate it when I'm trying to like this happened sometime when I was a teenager. I think I was playing Super Mario RPG, and one of them there was a I think the word was pearl or something like that that I always say a lot because like there will be a band or something associated with like Pearl Jam or something like that, or there will be another word I thought I knew how to spell, right? And I would always fuck it up while I was trying to spell it, and then I think to myself, well, fuck, am I wrong? But then I would just look up how to spell the word real quick, and then I figured out, oh, I'm just fucking up the spelling of it, and then that saved me like it was like a 5 second puzzle, like, and I took 20 minutes. Like, nothing makes you feel stupider than figuring out and the solution to a puzzle that you figure out is really really easy.
Yeah, there's like some science behind looking away from something.
Yeah, I would love
That
to
like
do a Moecast does an escape room. That'd be a lot of fun.
they're really fun. They're a little pricey, but I think they're worth it, especially if you have like a group of people. Like, don't do it with strangers. Like, book the whole room.
That seems like it would kind of be fun though to do it with strangers.
Maybe. I feel like I'd get in a fist fight.
You're not doing it right.
Listen, you fucking dumb shit. The fucking I, it's I before E, except after C, stupid. And then they're like, fuck you, I'm an English major. I know how to spell, fluorescence or whatever.
They're spelling it completely wrong, and they're
Oh,
actually an English major. That'd be
oh
pretty funny.
man, wouldn't that just be like the worst fucking thing? You excel in your field, but like you totally botched this one, like, you know, field 101 type thing that
Yeah,
everyone should
excelling in the
know.
field of English. Like, cool major, bro.
Well, people do. Well, English teachers are needed, but I mean, I think that's a really underappreciated teacher
I
tier.
don't speak English. I speak American.
Well,
Holy
excuse me.
hell yeah!
I have to embrace Florida. You know, I'm here. I gotta be one with the people.
Yeah, we'll get you a fucking a show on Censor.tv with Gavin Newsom, or not? No, oh yeah, it is Gavin Newsom, isn't it? Am I fucking dumb? I think I'm saying the wrong Gavin.
You might be.
Gavin McInnes? Yo, yeah, fuck. It is Gavin. You know what? Let's just move on. I slaughtered this fucking joke. I fucked this up. Well, hell, god damn it. Ugh. Uh, a real funny little vacation story I had was when I went to do a Dick Show fan meetup in
Oh God,
Kentucky. No, it wasn't bad. No, it was fucking awesome. Like everyone was well behaved. It wasn't some clan rally or anything like that. There wasn't
it
any
was. It was an
racism.
unspoken clan rally.
No, it wasn't. No,
The
it was
official Dick Show clan rally.
no, it was in Kentucky. No, it was fine. Like no, there wasn't anything like that. But like really, it was everyone spent the night shitting on
Women,
uh no, not
Yeah, women.
no, oh fuck.
racial minorities,
No, not racial minorities, fucking Cantillians. Yeah, everyone spent the night shitting on Cantillians because he said he was going to show up and then he never did. And instead Eggy and oh fuck. God, why can't I remember anyone's fucking name tonight? I've been trying
all
to
of these
get
people have like really stupid, convoluted online names.
The only one you need
yeah,
to remember is Eggy.
true.
He's the celebrity guest.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I got to hang out with Eggy and one of the head moderators for the Dick Show Discord.
Wasn't a
Fuck.
Jetbat there? I remember you
Oh,
saying Jetbat
yeah,
was there.
Jetbat was over there. Bratmaster was over there. Fucking, there were a bunch of people over there, and we had a good time for like. KTG was over there. We had a fucking great time. Uh, fuck. Oh yeah. Fucking stupid fucking phone. God damn it. I'm sorry. But anyway, the whole point of the story was this. So me and Oren, because he picked me up from Dallas, we went over to Kentucky, and he's just a really fidgety driver. I, I I fucking wasn't used to driving on the interstate freeway, and so I was just like getting used to the traffic, and I fucking like swerved a little bit on the road like once or twice, just because I was kind of tired and I was driving the first leg of the journey. And he gets in the driver's seat while we're doing the piss break. Goes, "Don't worry about it, buddy. I'll drive." And I offered to drive like a million times there and back, right? But he insisted on him driving. And this is what happens when you're the only one who drives. You refuse help. So the meetup's over. We go over to Brap's house because we're going to crash for the night and leave for Texas in the morning. And he fucking isn't paying attention to us. We're driving up a road, up a hill, up a hilly road, and then we had to turn left. But he didn't see the car, and he didn't see the lane he was supposed to get in, and he got into the oncoming traffic lane, and we got into a fucking car wreck, and they hit my passenger side. Like it was my side that was like totaled, and I didn't get hurt or anything, but shit.
Fuck, yeah, that sucks.
Dude, that sucked, man. So I got in my I only got in like a little fucking going 5 mile fucking fender bender. That was like nothing. But like I got that was my first actual major wreck. Well, not major, but I had to climb out the driver's side window so I can get out of the car. And the little girl, the daughter of the other guys who wrecked on us, she was shaking and crying and super scared. So I felt really fucking bad about it. And here's the kicker. Uh, someone at the meetup, they gave me like some real potent weed cookies, and I had forgotten
Fuck
that I
yeah.
had in there. I had them in there, and so a couple of cops and just the ambulance showed up, and they, they did everything, but the fucking cop car
Oh
had a
no.
canine unit,
Oh
and the
no.
fucking canine was going fucking ape shit. In the fucking go row 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 row, and the cop would just like fucking like tap on the glass. Shut up, there, Davy or whatever the fuck the dog's name was. And
Didn't pay it in mind. Just like shut the fuck up.
yeah, be quiet because apparently the dog is bad about doing that. But yeah, I went. We got to Brap's house. The first thing I open up is like, oh, those fucking cookies. Oh, so that's what that dog was fucking yelling about. Oh, I almost went to jail. So yeah, because I don't know what Kentucky's like marijuana stance is. All I know is,
You'd be in prison to this day. Kamala Harris would have you under her feet.
oh God, I hate that woman so much. Ugh. She's like, you just like elected a cop as VP. Thanks, guys. Thanks, America. Oh well.
Hey,
Anyway,
Cab, am I right, my fellow Americans?
uh, ACAB, until the people I like use the police for the means that I want them to use, then cops are good. Not all cops are bad.
We don't need to defund the police. We need
We
to
need to
fund
fund the
the
police.
police.
Shut the fuck up, Biden. Oh, God. Just I know he says a lot of cringe things, but that just fucking aggravated me. And a lot of people, like that night during that State of the Union address, Sheila Jackson Lee and a few other reps were real fucking pissed about that line too, because basically the defund the police thing was destroyed that night. That little movement got fucking blown out of the water because of that stupid fucking comment, and all the fucking trained fucking seals clapping in unison. Ork, 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 ork. Ugh. And it still hasn't done any fucking good yet. But anyway, yeah, vacation stories, vacation stories.
All right, now it's time for my vacation story.
You lost your virginity in a public bathroom.
If only. I wish that will happen someday. Um,
Just hang out at the public bathrooms near the beach. Someone's bound to bang you.
hell yeah. But
Might not be
I
what you
guess
want, but it'll be sex.
I suggested this, and it's not that great of a story. I guess I do have a couple stories about this trip. Okay, so this is not an out of state trip. I have gone out of state, but like I used to do that. Like I used to go to Maine like every summer. So like Maine
Mm-hmm.
stories are kind of just like, yeah, I just kind of existed there for every summer of my life for the first 13 years. Not really too much particularly interesting because it kind of
Fuck
became
do you do in
routine.
Maine?
We used to go to Tennessee all the time when I was a kid.
The fuck do you do in Tennessee?
I have
Lots of
family
stuff.
in the Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts area. So we used to like stay at a campground in Maine and we would see a lot of family and it was a good time. But my most recent vacation, I believe, was like it would have been 2 years ago because I believe I had just turned 18 or like was just about to turn 18. Um, and we went up to Tampa, which is like a nicer part. It's like the closest nice part of Florida to me.
It's where I wish I was.
It's yeah. Um, and yeah, so I went up there. I stayed in a hotel. I was there with my grandparents, my mom, and my aunt and her daughter, my cousin, who had come down from Massachusetts. So we were there to like hang out with them. And we stayed in a really nice hotel. I liked the place, and they had a pool. And this pool was open until like 10 p.m., which is
Nice.
fucking lit because I love night swimming. It is like my favorite thing in the world, and so many places don't let you do it, and it pisses me off so bad. I love night swimming.
Oh, we have a pool.
Hell
Like
yeah.
part of the fucking Airbnb.
That's pretty sick. But so yeah, it was funny though because I was already 18, but I was staying in the hotel room with my grandparents. And I wanted to go swim.
In the
So
same room?
yeah, same room.
Oh, that sucks.
No, I mean, what the fuck am I gonna do? I wasn't like smoking weed yet at this point, so it's not like I had something I wanted to do that they were ruining. So I was fine staying in the same room. They just like sat in like the living room and watched TV, and I like sat in bed with my phone, um, when we were in the hotel room. So I went down to swim at night, and my grandma was being all cagey about it. And I'm like, I'm a fucking adult. I'll be fine. And she did let me go. But then, like, I'm swimming, I'm hanging out, I'm enjoying the water and the nice nighttime. And then my grandmother's husband comes down, who's not my grandfather. My grandfather passed away a while back. She remarried. So my grandmother's husband came down, and she was like, yeah. He was like, yeah. She just sent me down to check on you, and I was like, yep, I'm all good, thanks. And he went back up, and then like 20 minutes later, she comes down, and is just like, just please come back up. I'm too nervous with you out here, and I'm just like, come on. Like, I
I
was
can't
so
stand that
mad.
shit. It's like nothing worse than someone. I can't stand that shit. It's like nothing worse than someone just wrecking your fucking good time just because I'm nervous about it. Like there's nothing to be nervous about. Chill.
It's just night swimming. Like, what's the? I guess there are bad things that could happen, but like, there's a pretty astronomical chance that they will.
You could drown.
I could drown, but like, what would cause me to drown? I was in like a
Water.
4 foot pool. Wow, thanks, Robin. No, I remember too. I got mad because I was just like, it's a really nice night. I want to sit out here and enjoy myself. So like, she comes down, and my plan before this was to, once the pool closed, go back up to the room to get my headphones and my phone, and then come down and just like look at the stars and like listen to podcasts. So she comes down, she pulls me out of the pool. We like sit down for a while in like the chair in like the sitting area outside of the pool. And then my aunt and my cousin come
Why didn't
down.
she just sit in the sitting area in the pool area and then you still swim?
Well, because she didn't want to stay down for very long. The only reason we stayed down there for more than like 10 minutes was because my aunt and my cousin happened to come down. So we talked to them for a while. And then,
Meanwhile, you're sopping wet.
well, I mean, I had a towel. I was fine. But yeah, we sat out there and we talked to them for a while, and and then I was like, I just want to come back down here and put my headphones in and look at the stars. And she was like, please don't do that. I don't want you out here alone. And I'm like, "Well, fine, whatever." And I had to go inside and go to bed.
Also, this was in Tampa. There's no way you can see stars in Tampa.
You can see stars fucking anywhere. What the fuck are you talking
No, this
about?
light pollution, dude. When's the last
I mean,
time you've seen stars?
anytime I go outside, they're still there. They're maybe.
No,
There's
I don't
not
see
very
jack
many
shit.
though.
And
You, you gotta like go out to the country, then you can see stars.
Yeah.
there was another story about this trip that I wanted to tell. I'm trying to remember. Oh, okay. So this was like in the midst of my podcasting career. Um, and this vacation came up like out of nowhere. Like I did not have any notice, pretty much. So this was like between when I stopped going to school and started working. So I was not really doing anything. So I didn't get any prior notice, and we went on this vacation. And I had scheduled Asterios Kokonos to appear on Pokemon Variety Hour on a night that I was in that hotel.
Oh, I remember that. I remember because you were like calling me freaking out about it and pissed.
And I also, it was funny because like I had a bunch of podcast shit planned that weekend, which I tried to make work, and it ended up being like crazy chaos. I also appeared on like a charity event that a Pokemon podcast network was running. They like had invited a bunch of hosts of like different Pokemon podcasts, and I got invited, so I signed on for it. And I attempt
Was this the time you sent that really like weird message in the group chat that was like due to unforeseen circumstances or like it was like the most formal message you've ever sent. Like I could tell you were pissed at whatever happened.
But yeah, I was in first of all, I tried to join this fucking charity stream, and I was there. But they just so happened it was like a quiz show, and there were like people who like went in shifts, and they just so happened to put me in like the last shift. And I knew that like my mother was coming because she was out with her sister, out with my aunt, but she was going to come back and we were going to go swim. So I was like, fuck, I'm not, somebody's gonna have to sub in for me. I can't do this. I'm sorry. I had to like be an asshole. But then my mother didn't show up to swim, so like I quickly like ran back upstairs and I was like, fuck, I can do it. I can do it. And they let me back in and I did it. And it was really frantic. And I think I was like wet. I think I had been in the pool, so I was like in my like
Oh,
bathing suit, wet, like in this hotel room, trying to like be on this charity stream. And then like my grandma's husband walks back in, and I'm like, well, I thought you were like out, and he was like, I'm just getting something. I was like, okay. So I had to like mute myself for a second. So I did that charity stream, and then I think it was a different day. I had to do the podcast with Asterios. So I was just like, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. Like I did the. I couldn't go into the hotel room because my grandparents were like in there. So I was like, fuck it. I guess I'm recording in the hotel lobby. So I so I took a seat in the hotel lobby to record Pokemon Variety Hour with my good friend Odin and Asterios Kokonos. And it was like the audio was the worst because there was background noise from the hotel lobby and also Asterios' mic was echoing. So
Oh shit.
the audio
well,
ended up being
well,
pretty
of
bad.
course, right? It's a stereo. There's going to be an audio problem.
We did end up releasing it. I think Jason did like some noise cancellation shit that made it slightly listenable, but it's probably still pretty bad. But I put it out there anyway. No, that was
No,
my
I know my
vacation in
audio's being
Tampa,
finicky.
and my frequent attempt, and I didn't mean to say frequent, my frantic attempts to make podcasts and streams happen that I had planned already.
If we do meet up in Florida at some point, we definitely need to do Tampa.
Oh, definitely.
Tampa's nice for sure.
Yeah, there's like actually shit to do there.
I want to show up at Fort Lauderdale and see what the big deal is over there.
There's not a big deal. It's a
Really?
Listen,
beach.
if you're looking to party in Florida, if we're looking to like go to a club, because I'm sure I'll be 21 by the time we make this happen, Ybor City is the one.
What's Ybor City?
It's like a
Are there
I
not a
don't
bunch
want
of
to.
clubs in Tampa?
There are probably clubs in Tampa, but like as far as I've heard, like the club scene in Florida, Ybor City is the place to go. It's like a I don't want to describe it because I feel like the only way I can describe it could be perceived as racist, but it is a part of Florida in which a particular race of people are known to hang out, and there are really good clubs.
I don't like clubs in general, man. I've been to a few of them. I had a really good time at one of them, but the last time, the other two were just like drinks are overpriced. I hate all these people. They're all look at me like I shouldn't be here. Like I'm a bar freak, and I'm supposed to be in the bars because that's where your type's supposed to be. And in return, I started glaring at them, and so it was just me mean mugging people and people mean mugging me back all fucking night. And that was aggravating. And then there was a $20 fucking cover charge at the fucking door to go into this one club where nobody was doing anything. The music sucked and wasn't really too loud, but it sucked, and everyone just like stood around like doing nothing. It wasn't like a goth bar or anything like that. It was just people, just fucking normies standing around.
Speaking of,
There,
there's a club I've heard in Tampa called the Castle, and it's basically just a BDSM club. Like it's like a
I think I
fetish
had a
club.
friend tell me about the castle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like in like this. It's got like a gothic aesthetic with like all sorts of like cool shit. But yeah, it's like there's a lot of fetish shit there, I think.
I had this friend at work. We'll call him Jimmy, and Jimmy was a big like drug guy, and he also was like a big
Yeah.
club guy. And I remember he was trying to convince me and a mutual female friend to come with him to this fucking BDSM club.
I
This
went
is
to a
really
goth.
funny.
I went to a goth club once. That was the one time I actually had the fun. That was the fun time at the club because it was well, it was good music according to my taste because I like Nine Inch Nails and The Cure and all that shit. And they had that music going on, and Adult Swim was on the freaking open screen too. They were showing some weird ass fucking IRL show. I don't quite remember what it was, but other than that, my friends, my coworkers caught me just as I was getting off of work. I was working at the Alamo Draft House in Houston, Texas, over at West Oaks Mall. That's where one of the Alamo Draft Houses are. If y'all never been to it, it's one of the first movie theater chains to popularize the restaurant and bar and movie theater thing, because basically everyone copies Alamo Draft House. And Alamo Draft House is a lot of fun to work at. It's just low paying, and if the manager wants to get rid of you, they'll like
Good
conspire
selling
against
point.
you.
It's low paying.
Well,
It's
it
real
is
fun to work there. It pays
it,
real
it
low.
it is, but you're definitely going to be getting roommates in the future if you work there.
Alamo Draft. I've never been to Alamo Draft House. It sounds pretty lit.
Oh, it's super fucking lit, man. It's fucking badass. The food's always really good. Uh, the hospitality is always really nice, and you get to drink while you're at the movie theater. And I mean, sure, you could just get fucking liquored up, while you're in your car, like me and my buddy Micah used to do when we were living in San Antonio. Uh, After work, we would just get fucking wicked baked. And he goes, "Hey Mo, you want to fucking want to take it to the head?" I was like, "What's this?" "Oh, it's a big ass bottle of whiskey. Let's fucking go!" Boom! Just like I went to go get my private eye license because I was at one point in time a licensed private eye because I was working security, and I went in there half drunk, but like with like some strong ass mints on my like eating on those, because obviously they're not going to give it to you if you're sauce. But me and my buddy Micah was an alcoholic, and when I'm around alcoholics I become an alcoholic too. And
You temporarily gain the alcoholic powers.
oh yeah, or like I like to call it my beer tooth, because I could just fucking knock them back like no one's business. um But yeah, we got our fucking PI license, and then we went to go see The Last Jedi, and we just fucking got annihilated. I know that the drink at the bar was the one drink too far. And like I'm like nodding in and out of Last Jedi. I just remember like convincing myself that I liked it, but not really after I like watched it again. And I was like, "Oh god, this movie sucks." But oh well, it was still fun enough, and it was an event.
Dude, I tried some Delta 8 yesterday.
Yes. Fuck yeah. How was it?
I bought a vape, so I have a Delta 8 vape. Because when in Florida, they live like the Floridians.
I am a Delta
That's
8 boy. That's primarily what I used to get high.
that that's
Last night I
that's
was zooted,
THC, right?
pretty much.
Yeah, Delta 8 THC.
Yeah. Well, because someone was like, you should try it, because I have friends that have similar like mind prison problems to like you when they smoke weed and they don't have a problem with Delta 8. And I was like, all right, I'll try it. I was zooted out of my mind last night. uh, yeah. Oh my God, I was just fucking in bed watching shit. I kept like just a grin on my face. I was like high. Yeah, for the
Fuck
first time in a while.
yes. This is
That
what Delta 8 does. It's great.
that's I love that feeling.
Like my face was hurting because I was smiling.
Have I told the Waffle House story on this show? I forget if we
I
did a
feel
show since
like
that
you
happened.
have.
Was this when you took those peach ring edibles?
No. This was more recent. The peach ring edibles, we went to an ice cream place and I ate a banana split.
And this wasn't the
Um,
like gas station Adderall thing, right?
no. We went to Olive Garden that night, but
God damn, you take the weirdest drugs and go to the most random ass places. I almost feel bad for you.
but so I was out with my buddy, and we smoked up some Delta 8. And we had already gone out to dinner. I don't remember where we went. We didn't eat like that much. I think it might have been McDonald's actually. We just like sat down at McDonald's and ate. I don't know if that was the same time, but it
Fine
was like
dining.
something to that effect. And then what me and this friend do is like we'll go out to dinner and like we'll smoke, and then like he'll drive me home, but then we'll just sit in my driveway in his car for 3 hours and talk. So we were doing that, and then like we're sitting there, we're high, and I'm like, Patrick, hear me out. Waffle House. And I'd never been to Waffle House before. I always wanted to go. I just hadn't gotten the chance to go there. So I was thinking about it, and I was like, "Yo, Waffle House?" And he was like, "Yes." And then we went to Waffle House, and it was just like it's like Valhalla Waffle House. It's so beautiful. I just like the life isn't bad actually when you're in Waffle House. Then it's got nice vibes. The food is
You could
good.
try it. Don't try it sober then.
Damn it. Yeah, only high. But yeah, Waffle House was pretty sick. I got like some like loaded hash brown dish and like a waffle. It was pretty good.
Yeah, breakfast food hits different when you're high, like
Oh
Hmm.
yeah.
or
Oh,
drunk.
nothing. Oh yeah, God. Breakfast burritos at 4 o'clock in the morning at some like greasy spoon restaurant that's caters to our types of people is just the best fucking thing ever. The degenerate stoners and stupid drunks that are like up at 3 or 4 in the morning. It's so great. I remember living for the after hours after the bar. That was always my favorite way to end the night.
Well, because there's like a lot of people go for greasy food when they're like drunk or high, but
Mm-hmm.
then there's something different, like the breakfast food, because it's oily. It hits different, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like the grease hits good, but the oil hits in a better way, I think.
Oh yeah, dude. There's nothing like scrambled eggs, bacon, and toast and sausage. I always love that. What a great hangover, and this used to be the case, but I don't think so now. So I would probably recommend maybe hitting up a different sandwich shop. But after a night of good drinking, I usually would just get a foot long Subway sandwich. Like, like a not one of the greasy meatball ones or anything like that. Like get you a cold cut trio on some like Italian herb and cheese, and that'll soak up all that nasty stank fucking beer and all the alcohol you fucking put in your gut the night before, and it helps you recover real quick, and it's usually really good.
Dude, honestly, like just having some water in between your drinks is all you really like. You can get fucked up, and if you just have enough water in between, I feel like you don't get that bad of a hangover.
I never
As long
really
as you're not
did
drinking
that.
like sugary shit. When
Yeah.
it's the people that get like the fucking like blue cocktails and stuff. That shit gives you a hangover no matter what. Like sugar is fucking hangover juice. Like
Yeah, and you can tell, or drinking cheap beer really fucking sucks. Like I used to be a Keystone guy. Like they would have like the big fucking case of Keystone for like 10 fucking bucks, right? Back in the day. And I would drink that 5 and 6 beers in. I'm I'm almost drunk, but I also feel like I'm sobering up and I'm getting a fucking headache. And that pisses me off because that was like 10, 12 bucks down the fucking drain.
yeah,
Because I
because you're
have a
not chasing
pro
a buzz, you're chasing a hangover with cheap beer like that.
Yeah, I fucking hate that shit. And I never really got into sugary drinks that much, like though I love Bull Blasts and stuff like that.
It's like the overly sweet you know, like vodkas that are flavored and shit like that. Like that's what really fucks with you when you wake up the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I've never really had a hangover. I guess I haven't drank that much, but like there
Well, you're
was
also
that
still
one.
young.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get there.
Oh yeah.
I I just go for the fruity drinks. It's like the thought process is I want to be able to get this down. My goal is to get drunk, and I don't want to have to like struggle to take a sip because beer is fucking disgusting. I want to I want to drink like
You need
Screwdriver
better
or
beer.
Fireball and like be able to drink it.
Fireball is
Bro,
so disgusting.
IPAs, brother. IPAs.
IPAs taste disgusting.
What are you talking about?
Some do, yeah, but but you gotta get to like
You
you
gotta
you
try
gotta
more.
yeah yeah you've gotta not drink those indie disgusting hipster ones. What you need to do is just drink St. Paul IPA beers. and
No,
stuff like that.
I'm like the
St. Paul's
biggest
still
like
good.
I'm the biggest normie. I drink like Fireball and Screwdriver
Oh,
Okay,
and
God,
Twisted
ew.
no.
Tea.
Okay, no to all that. Be a fucking man. Get some hair on your balls and drink fucking Jack Daniels like a normal one.
Nah, bro, Twisted Tea hits. I love Twisted Tea.
No, yeah, but fucking Jack Daniels, Jim
Jack Daniels
Beam.
ain't that great. Jim Beam ain't that great either.
Yeah, well, I'm from Texas, so it's like
Yeah.
fucking manna for us. Fucking
That's the problem is like
Wild
whiskey only gets
Turkey.
good when you start getting like higher on the shelf for me anyway.
Oh yeah, I think I'm just used to it because like we were just like, well, if I'm willing to buy a 12 pack for this much, I mean, I'm willing to buy a bottle of whiskey for that much. So then we would just justify it by just getting some whiskey. And the next thing you know, you're able to polish off a fucking bottle of whiskey by yourself. And that's where the alcohol tolerance comes in. And you're like, "Oh god, I really do drink too fucking much."
Yeah, do
Sorry,
you
some
like
dead air, had to clear my throat.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, me too. Uh what do you only like shit alcohol, Riley?
I just don't like. I don't know. I guess I haven't really run the gamut yet. I haven't tried a
Like
lot of the popular ones,
and you don't
but
have like a preference of type of alcohol then?
no.
Because like it seemed like you had a little bit of a smattering, but it was all just like mainstream shit.
Yeah, I just like drinks that taste good.
Oh man, when I
No,
was
well,
in my
first of all, no, you don't.
yeah,
Fuck you.
Fireball is disgusting.
Fireball is actual ass.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible, awful.
You don't have to
Jägermeister's not
pretend.
really that better either.
Oh,
No, Jaeger. Oh,
peppermint schnapps is really good.
peppermint
Ugh,
schnapps is good. I'll give you that.
I don't think so. I don't know. I guess peppermint schnapps for me just tastes cheap.
Yeah, but it's like one of the better cheap ones. I think.
Yeah. I mean, it's much better to drink than fucking Jägermeister, which is the most overrated, disgusting sweet liquor out there.
Have you done
And it's
tequila
a
yet, Riley?
No, I'm interested in tequila though. I've heard good things.
oh hell yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Dude, when you're doing like a drinking game and you're doing like with fucking tequila, you just get fucking zooted out of your mind so fast. I remember, oh my God. I think this was on vacation. This was in Myrtle Beach. My cousin was like, we're gonna do a drinking game. My older cousin. And
Based.
he pulls out this drinking game where we're just like getting absolutely blasted, like nonstop just drinking. Oh God. It was kind of a nightmare because we were like, well, we don't want to do it with just beer, which is like famous last words. Because all those drinking games, you're meant to do it with beer, right? Where you're like sip beer, but it's like everybody's tolerance is too high. We're all big
People
people
do.
or
I thought people
alcoholics.
usually do shots in drinking games.
Well, it depends on the pace of the drinking game, right? But this was clearly made for beer because it was like nonstop drinking almost. Because shots are like beer pong, right? I mean, even that's beer, but it's like a bigger thing of beer. But you could do shots as well, or battle shots, right? Battle shots is a good example,
What the
actually.
fuck is
Balsh
battle shots?
oh, beer pong basically.
No, battle shots is battleship, but when you hit when you get
Oh.
hit, you have to drink a shot. Yeah.
Oh man, I'd never played that game like that. We just did a lot of beer pong and then, then we would just do pain games like doing the knuckles game or slaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're a bunch of fucking stupid ass hick dude bros.
We
And we would
can't do that
just
shit because my cousin always wins. My younger cousin. He literally the last time he did that with my brother, he almost broke his hand because he was just not gonna stop. My brother had to give in because he was like, dude, I'm not gonna let you keep going. You're gonna break your hand.
that's kind of mean though. Like you don't play to like maim, you just play to fucking hurt
No,
and
it
piss
wasn't play
off
to
your
maim. It was
friends.
just that he would not give up.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, like his hand was like close to breaking, but he wouldn't stop. Like he was like, no, 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 I'm
Ooh.
gonna win. And it was like, you gotta tap, dude. You're gonna fuck your hand up. My cousin, he just won't like. There's no pain, or there is, but it's like I'm gonna win.
No pain, no gain. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I don't even drink that much anymore.
I haven't in a while. I kind of just like did it a few times with some friends, and then I just haven't in a while.
Well, the last time was the time I puked all over myself and slept in the rain. So, I mean,
I'm
to be
satisfied
fair,
with getting fucked up on Delta 8. That's kind of my idea of a good night.
you need so little. It fucks you up bigly.
Dude, recently this happened on live stream. I don't think it's archived because that stream ended very awkwardly and uncomfortably. But I had come home and I had like a whole like pre-rolled joint of Delta 8. I just smoked like the whole fucking thing and I got like blitz high. And then I joined a live stream call with Demi Gloom and Insight Zoidberg, and I was just like completely insufferable.
No, I joined a call last night and I was like, "Yeah, I've got this. I'm trying it. Like it's pretty good." And then I just was like, I just left the call. Like I didn't say anything. I just left because I was just like, I can no longer speak. It's a
Eventually, like
chore.
Demi just got too annoyed with me, and I was just like, I'm out.
It was
I'll
just a
leave
chore.
you
Like
to it.
I couldn't keep up with what was being said. I was like, I didn't know how to say I'm leaving. I just left the call. Just started watching videos. I, I got real messed up last night. I slept in and we had to check out. I was like, oh fuck, I gotta pack my bag up. Yeah, I don't know. It, I'm gonna have that for a while probably because I don't think I'm gonna go through this vape very quickly.
Is Delta 8 like not legal where you are?
It's not legal to sell or buy where I am, but I can bring it back with me on the plane.
Oh, that's lit.
Yeah, it's one of those things where in Connecticut it's not legal to sell or buy, but it is legal to possess. So if I have it from out of state, like it's fine.
What's really annoying for me is so the Delta 8 law in Florida. I've like checked this and verified it a million times, so I'm certain of it that the age to purchase Delta 8 is 18. But all the smoke shops also sell tobacco, so they just won't sell
Yes.
anything to anybody under 21. It's
Yeah, I had to show
so
my ID.
fucking annoying because I can legally buy a Delta 8. I want to
Actually,
give
I
you.
I paid a
Go ahead.
premium because I got it. I DoorDashed it to myself.
You DoorDash the Delta 8.
Yeah, I saw it on DoorDash and I was like, how could I not? Even though I'm paying like way more than this should cost, I was like, it's too funny. I can have it right at my door. I don't have to go out.
But yeah, it's really annoying that I had to have like a third party go into the store for me to buy something that I legally can buy according to the law books. It's just they won't sell it to me.
Well, you can legally buy it, but you can't legally be in the store.
Is that how it works?
I'm pretty sure for a lot of at least for stores that sell like vape products, I don't think any minor can be in there. Or by minor, I mean under 21.
Yeah, that sucks. It's
Because
really
I had that
annoying.
issue. Like when Riley and I were together, he could go in, but I couldn't. I think, and that was just because I didn't have an ID.
I hate that shit.
Yeah,
Just like let him fucking get the
I
shit at
was like,
18. Come
really?
on.
I can't stand in the store.
My friend keeps insisting that like they won't care, but like I don't want to walk in there and then they do care and then get in trouble.
If you if you know the people, you're fine.
'Cause it's like the one time they decide to ID somebody. If it's me, it's like, well, that's unfortunate.
I mean, I've never been ID'd for anything outside of
Did the DoorDash say you had to be 21 or did it say 18?
it's 21.
Damn it.
But also, it was kind of sketchy because it's like you order the vape, but then you have to add in a separate item that is the age verification thing.
You have to
S-
you have to buy the age verification.
Yeah, you have to like put it in your cart. So if you never put it in your cart, do you even have to show ID? I didn't want to find out because I could have just not added the age verification to my cart, and then maybe they would have just sent the vape, and then I wouldn't have had the ID.
Always
That
trying
seems
to
that
loophole.
seems like a counterintuitive system.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I didn't get it because usually all the products like if I bought if I don't know if you've ever bought alcohol on DoorDash. Well, not
I
you,
certainly
but
haven't.
Mo. Um, when just having the alcohol in your cart makes you show ID. Like the ID requirement is placed on the product, but it wasn't placed on the product at this smoke shop, which was weird. You could get a lot of weird stuff.
Well, our country's system of laws has so many uh weird ass laws that then contradict the laws that are on the books. So
At this
this
smoke
isn't
shop,
really
you
too
could
much
get
of a surprise.
the glass crack pipes. That's a classic. You could also get let me find the picture real quick that I took here. Yeah, here it is. PWD nail polish remover, 10 milliliters. And then the description for the product is these products are to be used as polish remover on artificial nails only, and are not sold as quote poppers unquote, nor to minors below the age of 21.
God damn.
So you can order some poppers.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure if you went to the store itself, Whippets, we love Whippets.
No, Whippets is fun.
I did whippets once at like a friend's house and it was fun, but I've heard that there's some negative effects that are pretty bad, so I'm not gonna start doing it regularly.
Yeah,
The
don't
negative
actually.
effects are doing it regularly, but if you do it every once in a while, you're fine. This is not advice. Don't do that at home. But I'm giving advice to Riely. Okay,
Don't
Riely can
try
take
this
my
at home,
advice.
kids.
But no, no listeners do whippets, please. Don't do inhalants. But Riely, if you're gonna do inhalants, do whippets. That's the fun one.
Got it, got
That's the
it.
that's the safe one. The other ones are all bad. Like don't huff gasoline. Don't huff paint. Don't do all that shit. Don't do aerosol cans. Aerosol cans are dirty. Fuck that. The people who do like
I am like I had a
spray
moment where I
paint and
was like I
stuff.
kind of am a drug addict because like I was alone in an office at work and there was an aerosol can and I kind of looked at it for a second and the fact that I even considered it for a second I'm like I have a problem.
Well,
God
never
damn.
do whippets
Well,
out of the can either, right? Like you wanna put that in a balloon
mm-hmm.
because you'll if you could freeze your lungs with the like
Mm-hmm.
doing it straight out of the can or out of the cartridge or out of the whipped cream canister.
I did some out of the whipped cream
I've been
canister.
there too, yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking fun. Nothing says you're white trash like doing whippets from a fucking whipped cream can.
Riley and I went to buy some whipped cream and then we were like, we should just like get a pie or something so it doesn't look as weird. Plus,
The cover up pie.
yeah, the cover up pie. Well, we ate pie. It was good pie.
Now I want pie. What have you done to me, Rob?
Yeah, I think we got like an apple pie or something. It was very good.
Oh man, that's
Where I
I would love some
remember
apple pie right now.
I'm just craving like pie filling because one time
Just the filling?
it was my birthday. It was I believe my 18th birthday in 2020. And I had some friends from work over to my house. And I had a friend who was like he likes to cook, so he offered to make me a birthday cake, but then he forgot to get frosting. And he went to the corner store. They did not have frosting. They usually do. I don't know. I guess they just were out of it at this point. So what he did, it was like this whole like little makeshift thing where he bought whipped cream and I think it was raspberry pie filling. It was some sort of pie filling. And he just like created frosting out of that. And it was definitely not as thick as frosting, but it ended up being pretty good. And also once he was done making the frosting, I just ate the remaining pie filling out of the can and that was also very good.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of frosting, so I like a whipped cream frosting, like when they do that kind of thing on a cake or something.
Yeah, it
I
was
don't like
pretty
sweet
good.
stuff.
I love the cherry and apple pie filling. It's delicious.
Dude, I love a pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie is pretty lit.
Like, why do we only do that on Thanksgiving? Why can we not have pumpkin pie all the time?
Yeah, no shit,
Yeah.
right? I fucking love pumpkin pie. I love sweet potato pie too.
Dude, there's all these pies that like we never have except for on like Thanksgiving. It's like apples allowed because that's America's food.
Mm-hmm. Mom, dad, and apple pie.
Like, there's pecan pie, but like we barely ever have that. That's
Oh
that's
God, I hate
very sweet
pecan
but very
pie.
good.
Well, I
You
don't
hate
hate it.
pecan pie?
I mean,
What?
I guess I don't hate it. It's just that one slice is enough to last me the year.
That's true. That's fair. It's very rich.
Now, there's some fucking bomb ass fucking pecan pies, but no one ever when people make pecan pie, it seems maybe this is just down here, but they kind of make it the way that they remember it and the way they know it. And the way they know it is from eating it from Walmart and HEB. So they kind of make the home spin on it, and it's of course better than the store brand, but it still tastes exactly like the store
Dude,
brand.
that reminds me, I could probably get a fucking key lime pie down here,
God, I fucking
like a
love
legit
key
one.
lime pie.
I'm in Florida. There's key limes.
I don't think I've had a real
Dude,
key lime pie.
how are you in Florida and you not eat key lime pie? That's like being in Louisiana not eating crawfish.
You're famous for like two things.
Yeah,
Well, three
crazy
things.
people, crazy people, weird politicians, and fucking food.
Oh, I was gonna say key limes, Florida oranges, and hating trans children.
Yeah.
All right, that's that three things too.
The oranges here are pretty good, but they're so tiny. Am I crazy? They're small in comparison to other oranges. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised with your key limes. Key limes are fucking tiny. How do you make a pie with
I don't know, but I'd love to find out.
like seeing a key lime? It's like I don't know, like 2 inches or something at most.
Hmm.
Are you okay, Riley?
Riley.
Yeah, what's up?
I don't know.
Oh, you ain't said anything.
I just didn't think of anything to say. I'm sorry. I failed
Well,
you.
you're kind of our official Florida representative, so you've got to fill us in, correct
I
the
don't
record
know. I
right
don't. I
now.
don't do all this shit. Like I haven't had a key lime pie. I don't hate trans children. I'm not. I'm not part of this circle.
Yeah, what do you do here?
Um. I mean, I don't really do anything. I guess I go to the beach more than the average person who doesn't have a beach in their state.
Do you see gators all the time?
Every once in a while. There are gators outside of my grandma's house sometimes. Every once in a while, we'll see one on the other side of like the little like swampy lake.
We're hoping to see one, but I don't think we're gonna.
There, I guess a lot of times when I talk to people who are out of state, I had a corporate boss visit my work today who was from a different, or not today, last week, who was from a different state. She was like the IT boss. She taught me a bunch of shit. It was a good experience. But she was from Illinois, and I do notice this anytime I talk to somebody who's from out of state when we're in Florida. It seems like the frequency of lizards is a shock to people. There are lizards just like everywhere in Florida, just little lizards running around.
Yeah, those are anoles.
Yeah,
Yeah, you get the green anoles and what is it? The brown ones, the invasive ones.
yeah. Dude, there are like
I
lizards.
love
There were
lizards.
lizards like in my house for a long time. Like they're everywhere.
Well, yeah, because like on your you get like the cold days and then they drop out of the trees, right? So some of them run inside.
That was like in a the iguanas like freeze and drop out of the trees,
Yeah,
and then they come back to
watch
life.
watch for falling lizard signs. I've seen those.
That's really funny.
Yesterday, I saw a GIF of a dude who was running from what who was like spooked and scared by one of those types of lizards that unfurls its fucking neck flaps like that dinosaur in fucking Jurassic Park and can stand on its own hind legs and fucking chase you. He was just scared as shit, fucking running from this thing, and this thing was booking it at him. So he was definitely trying to run him off his property.
Wow. Fuck.
Uh, let's see. So I
Oh,
moved. Oh, go ahead.
real quick, Mo. Well, I guess you could talk about moving first.
No, go ahead.
We gotta talk about the Great Chris Chan escape.
Oh god. Oh god. Okay.
Real?
So a
Real?
lot of people are saying yes, it's real. A lot of people are saying no, this is bullshit. So I don't know if this is real. No one's confirmed or discredited this, but the allegation is Chris Chan during I think it was today or yesterday, went to court and he requested to go to the bathroom, and apparently uh, 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 Chris or Christine Chan or whatever uh, got through the fucking window and fucking escaped. He was at large. He was at large for about 5.5 hours as of that posting. That's the allegation. Cops ain't said anything about it yet, and I've heard no one be able like no one's been able to confirm if they're in jail or not. So yeah, so
She's on
that
the
apparently
run. She's
happened.
running.
Yeah,
She going.
yeah, people are trying to figure out if this is real or not, but apparently this is starting to really it's hitting Twitter fucking hard and it's got some legs. So we might have seen fucking Chris Chan, whatever, fucking bounce and escape the fucking courthouse. So if this is real, that would be the best conclusion to this entire arc. Like, I hope that she makes it to Mexico and just escapes. Because you know what? That would just be the cherry on top of this fucking psychotic ass fucking story. And it would be a fitting end if you really think about it.
This is either
No.
way, whether she escapes or not. This is going to be a large note on the Christery books.
Mm-hmm.
No, well, there's
Have-
two important things to notice. Is that one, uh, she's not very smart, and two, uh, if she exists in the world, someone's gonna find her,
Yeah.
all the
that's a long.
Christorians will be on high
Yeah,
alert.
there's some people on Kiwifarms right now who are gonna find her.
On Kiwifarms. I don't know if you've heard the news, Robin, but I don't think there is a Kiwifarms right
You
now.
know what
No,
I mean.
there is a Kiwifarms, and it's probably not going away. But yeah. Anyway,
There wasn't for
yeah,
a time. It did go down.
it did go down, but like the fucking autists on one side like, dude, I think we're in the middle of an idiot war. It's
Yeah, so there
idiots
was
like,
the
oh
like
god,
Keffels drop Kiwifarms drama.
yeah, and the response from Kiwifarms is fuck Keffels, and so now it's fucking autists versus autists just
Which
fucking going at each other. It's funny, but I kind of like came to a conclusion a couple of days ago. You know, the internet used to be a lot more fun when we would just fuck with each other and send pizzas to our fucking houses and stuff and like waste each other's time. But dude, we've managed to find a loophole in the whole like maybe you shouldn't get people killed a series of laws in this country because we use the fucking cops as sort of as kind of a weapon against people that we don't like now. And now it's about to be a bloodbath. I think maybe a different sort of civil war might spring up from the internet. I don't know. Like, this seems like a start to it. You know, like when does this fucking end? Because this is getting
To be fair,
crazy.
to your point, after the swatting, when they found Keppel's hotel room, they did send a bunch of pizzas.
fuck yeah, sick. But real quick, I would like to share my opinion on on this whole Kiwi Farm situation. As somebody who has been in the crosshairs of Kiwi Farms, not as intensely as Keffels, I did not get swatted, but people were very mean to me on Kiwi Farms. I made it very clear that I don't like Kiwi Farms. However, I will stick to my guns and say that I hate deplatforming in all of its forms, and I don't think that Kiwi Farms should be taken down for this crazy shit.
I do.
Do you?
Well, yeah,
I don't
it's
Why?
think it's a
awful.
good. I don't think it's a good idea.
I mean, what
It's
they did to Keffels was awful, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, And everything that they do to Christian and everything they do to pretty much everyone that they target.
I mean, yeah, you're probably right, but also it's cool though.
They
It
they
is
do some
kind of
Yeah,
stuff that
I like Kiwifarms
they do a lot of
actually.
stuff that either should be illegal or is illegal. So, uh, you know, why is
I
that on
think
the internet?
that if they take down Kiwi Farms though, it's going to start
It's
a
gonna get
whole shit
worse.
war because like think about how okay Twitter was up until fucking not Imager what's the fucking the forums or the
Tumblr?
Tumblr. Thank you. Yeah, when Tumblr came crashing the fuck down after they got rid of all the Rule 34 pornography stuff and got rid of a bunch of junk and basically destroyed the site, they all showed up here. And I gotta say, I think a lot of the really despicable shit has come from there. And I think that's why places like 4chan and Kiwi Farms need to exist because we desperately need a containment zones for these bunch of fuckers. Because if you take down one or any of them, the response is going to be
I mean, 4chan's been
fucking
fine for a long time now.
well, yeah, and really all the crazy illegal stuff is on separate other chans, but
H-chan.
Yeah, 4chan is
I
just like
really
thirsting over femboys and shit now.
Hell
yeah.
yeah, sick.
Like, yeah,
Yeah, I'm just well, like everyone thinks of B or something like that, but you still
or
like
pole.
yeah, you still have poll, you still have co and V and TV and you still have B and you still have the whole site really, but I'm sort of I'm sort of pro containment center in this one. And
But the problem with
I
having a
don't much
containment
like
center is you're having it like a congregation point
but
for
there
like illegal activity, especially when it comes to Kiwi farms.
yeah, but yeah, at the same time though, it's kind of like a crack house in the freaking bad neighborhood. You shut down one next week, two more take its place, and it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. I think, and even though it sucks that there doesn't seem to be a reasonable solution. I mean, I don't think that like sanitizing and destroying the internet as is a good idea, but um, I think personally, I think that. If people well, like Keffels, for instance, if she just decided to leave Twitter and just fucking like go somewhere else or make their own thing, they might thrive in that sort of environment because if you're the one in control of everything, then maybe you can make a better environment for yourself. But I don't think poking the bear in this case is a wise decision because I do think that violence will end up coming out of this. That's what I think, and the second that violence gets introduced into this, like show up, bang bang, pow pow. Uh, I think legislation's going to come hard and heavy, and it's not going to do anything that we want, and we are fucked after that. Because this administration, I mean, all the administrations since Bush, have been like wanting to gun for the internet. And that scares the shit out of me because this is one of the last fucking places I could just be myself and chill. And there's no alternative to this, unfortunately. Because like what, go out into the real world, check talk to these shitty people? Fuck that. I don't know. I'm not a big proponent of IRL interaction with the fucking general population anymore. Maybe I'm jaded or something.
I want to do more IRL interaction. I think I have moments where I'm like, what if I just like quit the internet?
Yeah, you're not, and you're not, and it's
I
just
know
sort
that
of
I'm
a
not, but like I think about it a lot.
No, but social media. I've been on a
social
social
media
media.
fucking
I've been on a
sucks.
social media break, and it's been nice.
Well, like I would like to see more studies, maybe comparing. social media usage to tobacco usage because I would get like with my Twitter bans, right? Uh, if I don't have like an alt account, I get real antsy and aggravated. Pardon me. I get real antsy and aggravated if I don't get to at least I don't care about the likes or the follows or retweets or anything like that. I just love scrolling and reading and taking in information. I love the shit out of that. It's my favorite thing.
See, I think it's been bad for my mental health. Like I just had a day where I was like super, super in my own head, and like I was starting to feel like suicidal. I was like, I just need to like get off
Yeah.
social. So I just uninstalled everything.
Yeah, I would like to also see like maybe if there is a correlation between rising suicide rates and social media. Well, isn't there already?
I'm sure there is.
I'm sure there's probably like dozens, but the media or the wrong types of people will fucking talk about it and it gets buried or I get angry and I'm like not willing to give an inch to like someone I don't like fucking talking or trying to weaponize an idea or like a question that pisses me off. That I think that's why I don't like social media because like the weaponization of information and disinformation is one of the worst things to fucking happen to not just this country but to the entire world. And there's no reasonable there's solutions, but I don't think that any of them are reasonable because like it just basically I mean it's either the government steps in and says no free speech or corporations step in and say only speech we allow and so no free speech and the same thing for government too they'll want the only speech we allow shit. And I don't think like a nation or a world of bootlickers does anyone any good. We have enough bootlickers as it is.
Yeah, I uninstalled everything. I kept Reddit just so I can look at the news, and like,
Reddit is your news source.
well, yeah, well, like for like not for like complex news, but just for like general sweeps. And
Yeah,
also
like
like if
headlines and
something big
stuff.
happens, if something big happens, it'll be on there.
Yeah.
I have one purpose for Reddit. It's porn. That's all my Reddit account is.
Reddit used to be a lot of fun back in like 2009, 2010. It was fun because what you didn't get from 4chan, you got from Reddit and vice versa. And then you got the fun little 4chan versus Reddit wars because I loved forum wars, man. Like my favorite thing is to have like flame threads and shit on a forum and you just flame the fucking shit out of each other. And I love that, but like having like that on like a major internet site wide scale or on that sort of scale, that it was beautiful, man. It was like a fucking sight to behold. Anyway, does anyone have anything else to say? I was going to talk about like my news recently.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty far into the show, so let's hear about your moving stuff.
Oh yeah, all right. Well, as I stated earlier, I fucking moved finally, and now I live in a nice bigger city, and there's tons of stuff to do and all that. And what's more is I get even better internet, and that makes me so fucking happy. Like the internet that I've got, like, dude, I haven't had decent internet since 2019. The internet that I've had for like the since 2021, 22, for almost 3.5 years now has been just fucking awful. Like the last town that I lived in, it was I lived like just like mere feet away from the cutoff line for cable internet. And so it was just such a fucking prick tease. And I didn't get the internet that I wanted. So I just been I was patient and my patience is finally paid off. It's really nice here too. We got tons of shit to do and all that. And uh anyone
What does
who's been
that mean?
paying Oh, tons of shit to do, like, go to the mall. There's bars around here. There's actual like retail stores you want to go to. Cheaper grocery stores.
Okay.
Because like in my little town that I was at, like I paid $89 for a shit ton of groceries today. And if I tried that same amount in the town that I was in, I'm walking out of there about 130, $140 poorer because of that. It fucking sucks. And the selection's always awful too. And, that's what you get for, hashtag shopping locally and all that shit. You just get fucked. But yeah. But yeah, yeah, there's stuff to do. There's a huge fucking movie theater. There's mini golf and bowling and activities to do and shit. And you know, uh, I'm thinking maybe I'll do the movie pass thing, which I fucking love the shit out of. I think that's a whole lot of fun. That'll be
Yeah,
like
I
a
don't know
good
what the
time.
like membership tiers are.
Well, in the Cinemark, which is the theater chain in my area, it's $10 a month, and you get one free ticket for any movie, 2D movie of your choice, and then drastically reduced uh, ticket prices any movie that you wanted, your choice at any time. 20% off concession stand snacks and beverages, and other big coupons and stuff like that. And yeah, it's fucking cool. I might actually get that at least for this month.
Oh yeah, I might get my theater's version of Movie Pass. Another shot. I keep like canceling it because like the payments just happen at inconvenient times. They make you like commit to it for 3 months, which is why I always have to be hesitant to get back into it again.
Yeah, I don't like that commitment stuff is so fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's annoying, but like I understand it from a business standpoint. They probably lose a lot of money if you just like use it
Oh,
for 1 month and then fuck off.
like so much, so much. Like it's fucking crazy. And put a pin in this real quick, but like if you're a wrestling fan, and of course you know who the WWE is, formerly WWF, they had the WWE network, and it used to be their pay-per-views and stuff for like 20, 30 fucking dollars. But if you buy the network, if you subscribe for 9.99 a month, you get all the pay-per-views free and shit, and you don't have to pay for anything. And I just think that, like, it's crazy. Like, dude, you guys are bleeding fucking money. And so I look at Movie Pass and I think to myself, man, you guys, I don't know how the fuck you guys are making money.
They
Maybe they're
weren't.
just,
They stopped. They had to just quit it because
well, it
I think
keeps,
they were just losing so much money, right? Like you
well,
were paying like
yeah,
what was it like $15 a month before?
yeah, and you got like, it
That's
started
not
off
even one
as
movie.
unlimited. Yeah, it started off as unlimited views, then it was 3 views a month. Now it's apparently just one ticket a month, but like reduced prices for stuff.
Yeah, it was like you'd pay $15, which is cheaper than a movie. I'll reiterate. Like, and
Much
then
cheaper.
yeah, and then you'd see them like all you had to do was see one movie a month, and it paid for itself.
Yeah, Regal Unlimited is a smacking deal. Regal is like
Regal's
all over
good.
the country, I think. If you get Regal Unlimited, it's like $19 a month, and you can see literally unlimited movies, multiple in the same day. There's no limits at all, and individual movie tickets are like $12, so you only have to see two movies in a month for it to pay for itself.
God, I love Regal movie theaters, man. Those are so great.
Yeah, there are movies starting to come out that I want to see, so maybe I'll get it
Like
back.
what?
Well, I mean, there are movies that are already out that I want to see. I want to see like Bullet Train. That might be it right now. But like I just can't think of it right now because I'm tired. But I know there are a couple that I'm like, fuck, I don't want to pay for movie tickets, but I want to see them.
Yeah,
There's basically never any movies I want to see.
me and my brother are going to go watch the new Dragon Ball Superheroes movie
Oh, you
tomorrow.
haven't seen that yet?
No, not yet. I'm fucking really stoked for it.
I saw it on the first day. I think the Regal app also has this thing where they'll have like one showing a day early of like movies that you can get a ticket to if you use the app. So
Nice.
I saw Dragon Ball Superhero the day before it officially came out. I saw like the first showing. It was pretty lit.
How'd you, without any spoilers or mention, what would you rate it out of 10?
I did a movie review podcast. I'm pretty sure I gave it a 9 because
You
I
gave it
did
a 9?
adore the film. Yeah.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. All right, good deal, good deal. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. That'll be a
It's
lot.
definitely if you're expecting it to be as good or better as Broly, don't because Dragon Ball Super Broly is my favorite movie of all time, so it's a pretty high bar.
Well, yeah, it's
But
also different
superhero is very good.
animation. Yeah, it's also different animation and stuff too. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Man, but I'll tell you another reason, man. It was fucking my shit is so fucking sore everywhere. I hate moving, and I'm not gonna move for another long ass time. I don't want to move for another like 4 fucking years after this shit. So I think unless like I just get a single boy apartment by myself in this apartment complex, I don't see myself leaving here for about 3 4 years. Because it was a bitch and a half to move everything onto shit. It was a pain in the ass to tarp it all. Like, let me go ahead and tell you the process real fast. Everything was fine. We loaded everything up. My mom chimed in to with my dad. I think the clouds are piling up back there. You might have to fly a tarp on it. So we spent the last hour and a half putting a fucking tarp on, and then uh my dad got pissed about something, stopped, cut all the fucking ropes off, and all of our hour and a half work was undone in like 5 fucking minutes. And so that pissed me off. And then about like a quarter of the way through, we start seeing the fucking storm clouds uh gathering behind us. And so we're driving down the fucking road trying to make sure that everything didn't fall off or anything. uh we'd have to stop periodically just to retie something down, and then we would fucking bail. So TLDR, we finally got there, and we had to, it took us like 35 minutes to unload everything from all the cars. And as soon as I grabbed my TV from my little sister's fucking car, it started coming down fucking hard. Like we managed to miss the rain by about 2 to 3 minutes, I think. My brother says 5, but I'm thinking 3. So I fucking hate moving so goddamn much. And I really, really wish or hope that there's portal technology in the works already, because there's nothing wrong with having a portal gun, like in Rick and Morty or even in the Portal games. That would be so fucking cool. Just like move all my shit through the fucking portal. We can start closing distances, and I really dream of that, because portal technology. What comes next is teleportation technology, because fucking why not? That's just fucking cool. So yeah, that was my big event, just moving and busted my back and my feet. I'm still a little bit sore, but not as sore as I was yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, I'm also sore. Like my feet and my legs hurt because while the corporate IT boss was visiting, because
And you
you
were just
see,
getting railed, huh?
shut the fuck up. So
Yeah.
so the corporate IT boss was visiting, and I and the last two tech guys before me had like zero idea what the fuck they were doing. So the like tech office and the two server rooms were like in complete disarray. So the corporate boss comes down and like she knows what everything is and like what needs to be thrown away and what needs to be like organized and shit. So she came down and like for the most of the time like we were there, it was just I was working with her to clean the tech room and clean the server room. So there was a whole lot of bending and standing for long periods of time, and it really fucking sucked. But at the end of the day, now the rooms are more organized. We're gonna have a recycling pickup on Wednesday, get rid of a lot of the shit that we don't need, and things are gonna look a little bit cleaner because it has been a common complaint from people to me how bad the tech office looks, and every time I had to tell them, I'm like, it looks better than when I fucking got here. Like it was a disaster area after the last guy quit. I've organized it since, but like it was still in disarray because like I didn't want to throw anything away that I needed or like fuck anything up. But when the boss was there, we cleaned, we made trash piles and recycling piles. So now these places might actually look semi-decent.
Nice, nice, nice. At least
But
you're
it
doing
sucked.
something.
This week, I'm just gonna have to like stay in my cave, because I just have to like try to repair like broken PCs and like my testing areas in my little office, which usually I don't really hang out in my office that much, because I used to do it in like out on like the sales floor because I work at a telemarketing company, which worked for a time, but then like we had to set up other stations out there. So the boss helped me set up a testing station in my tech office. So I'm just gonna spend my entire week like hiding in my little tech cave trying to make the broken PCs work.
Dude, that would be kind of a dream job of mine, but I don't like people breathing down my neck when shit doesn't work fucking correctly. I'm like, dude, let me take my time. I will figure out how to fix it. Just give me a minute.
You
I hate
see,
that.
my the company that I'm at, this branch is growing. So they need 29 PCs. And the like corporate people will not buy new PCs because we do in theory have enough, but like a bunch of them are broken.
Oh,
So like
yeah.
I have to like make them work, and a lot of them I think are like I don't have the parts I need and they're out of warranty. So it's gonna be fun. And I'm probably not gonna hit deadline and people are gonna be unhappy with me. But I'm gonna do my best. They hired somebody with no experience who's 20 years old. I think they know what to expect. I'm gonna give it the old college try.
Yeah, well, what you do is you just say they're broken beyond repair. Buy some new ones.
They won't buy
Yep.
new ones. They're never broken beyond repair. Usually, they just like I can get parts
Well,
bought
hey,
probably
who's
if they're out
working
of
IT?
warranty.
Them or you?
That's true. No, but then all the PC purchase requests go through IT, go through like corporate IT. And then they're gonna be like, yeah, that's like not possible in most cases. I'm sure most of these could be fixed. I mean, a lot of the times it is just like a power supply or a hard drive failure, and I just have to replace those parts. And like, but then I had to just fucking wait on warranty requests, and there's like a whole lot of waiting. And then I like feel cagey when I'm like getting paid to like not do anything. But it's like, what else am I supposed to do? I have to wait. I have to wait for parts. Even when I have the computer and I'm fixing it, I have to like wait for fucking like downloads and shit when I'm setting up the station. There's just a whole lot of sitting and waiting. And I just have this like anxiety thing where whenever I'm sitting and waiting, I'm like, I know I'm doing all that I can right now, but I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble for the fact that I'm sitting here and doing nothing, even though that is what I have to do right now to complete the task.
Ugh, I can't stand that shit, man. Like, I don't know. Like that. Like maybe I just worked alone too long. Like I don't think I can ever go back to the office again.
I love being in the office. I don't think I could work from home. It'd get too lonely. Like I'm a very social creature. I've had this like mental arc where I realized that like I'm literally only happy when I'm around other people. Like I'm like the most extroverted any human can be. Cause like when
Yeah,
I'm alone, I just like hate myself. I'm only happy with other people. So I'm just like a super extrovert. And so the office is where I need to be.
I hate to keep referencing fucking lockdown and COVID so many times, but like thanks to lockdown and thanks to me working Uber and Lyft when I did, and DoorDash and all that bullshit, it made me appreciate just being like by myself. And I think I snapped myself out of the funk where I was forcing myself to be around people when really I just wanted to chill and play some World of Warcraft or watch some YouTube or a movie or something by myself. And I think I got too into it, but then I also look at the world as it is right now, and I'm like, dude, I don't need any of this shit, man. You guys, the outside world can have the outside world for all I fucking care. I'm just gonna chill.
Yeah, no, I just went through the arc where like in I think like in high school, like in like middle school and like before that, I always just like felt compelled to like stay away from people. I think it was just that I'm kind of socially awkward and that's still the case.
Yeah,
Um but I would stay away from people, but then people wouldn't let me stay away from them, like not in an aggressive way, but like a lot of the times in like high school lunch, I'd be like sitting alone on a bench, and my friends would be like, "What the fuck are you doing over there? Get over to this table."
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
and
I'm always
it,
very thankful. I'm very thankful to have had friends like that.
yeah, and I did that for all of high school, and I was kind of like hanging out with people reluctantly. But then high school ended, and I realized, holy fuck, being alone sucks.
Yeah.
And I just like developed, and I realized that, and slowly but surely I've realized like, yeah, I have this weird form of depression where like it all goes away if I'm with a nice group of friends and enjoying myself, or at the very least I get to like share in it with them, and that makes it less unbearable. But when I'm alone, I fucking hate myself.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how when I graduated, and I'm sure that you know this now because like you just graduated not that long ago, comparatively speaking.
Yeah,
But
2020. You probably graduated in what, like 1998?
actually 99.
Okay.
All right, so you finally
1999.
get huh? No, see, we almost got past it. We almost got past it where we could talk about my age and no one says a condescending answer. And I was about to commend Riley for actually being like the bigger person and not like, stooping so low as to go like 1888,
I'm
1492
glad.
or
I'm glad.
something.
Honestly, I should have went for it. I'm glad Robin did it at the end.
God damn it. But but yeah. It was crazy how we were all like when we were graduating, we're going to keep in contact with one another. And like the very next day, everyone said bye and fucking left. And barely see each other except now on Facebook and shit. Or
Yeah, I have
when I
one
was,
high school friend. That
oh
is it.
yeah, I think I have like two or three, but
The only
well,
friend I've retained from school doesn't even count because he wasn't even like a class friend. Because I went to a middle high school, and there was also an elementary school, which is a different school, but we rid on the same school bus. And I met Jason when he was in 5th grade and I was in like 8th on the school bus. And he's like the only friend I've retained from school.
uh, um, fuck. Yeah. Thanks to Facebook, like keeping in touch or like thinking that you need to keep in touch with like your old friends from high school is now a thing, which I think is really weird. But I'll tell you this, thanks to social media, I would have never like my high school reunion would have never have happened, but it did. And it happened just before lockdown because I was working at the local bar at the time when I came back from San Antonio. And my class reunion, I was working as the door guy. So my class reunion, they all saw me and they're like, "Dude, you could see the looks of pity on everyone's faces." And they were like talking to me. Sometimes they'd stare back, and I was trying not to have the sad mo fucking face. But like every once in a while, one of the chicks from my class would just like come around and go, "Hey, what's up, Mo? How you doing?" "Oh, I'm doing pretty good." And it's like they didn't believe me when I said that. And they give me this fucking hug, like, "It's okay, you're gonna get through this." And I'm like,
Oh,
fuck, man. This is just a job. I'm just trying to get some money. I'm not at a low point. I got a roof over my head. It's not so bad. But I did not really sleep that night, and that fucking sucked.
Dude, holy shit. I've probably told this in the Moecast before, but it was years ago, and I assume we haven't retained any audience from then. So I this is 2 years ago. So I switched high schools halfway through my high school career because I went to that middle high school from 6th grade to 10th grade. And then for 11th and 12th, I went to a different high school. And one day
I'm sorry.
I got an invite, like I got like an invite on Snapchat to one of my friends from the old high school's 18th birthday. And like everybody was gonna be there from the classes and even some of our teachers because it was a very like small school, so like it was a close knit kind of thing. So there's gonna be a bunch of people there. and I kind of like made an excuse like I don't really have a way to get there, and then an old friend named Hunter was like, "I'll give you a ride." I was like, "Okay, I guess I kind of have to go now," and then I went, and it was like everybody was so nice to me because again, I just had this weird effect on people where everybody likes me, and I don't understand it because I feel like I'm an awful person who
I
nobody
had the
should like.
same thing in school. The same thing.
So,
It was
so
so
like
weird.
everybody likes me. They're so happy to see me. They haven't seen me in 2 years, and I feel like so fucking awkward. Like this whole time, I'm like hiding behind Hunter because he's like the one guy who like drove me there, so I felt like kind of like a closer connection to him. It's like I'm being very like cagey and nervous and like hiding behind Hunter and just like everybody's like trying to be nice to me and have a good time with me, and I'm just like I don't know you people anymore. I'm nervous.
Yeah, it is super awkward, man. Like, I was like, before that reunion, I was fine with have never with having never like talked to them ever again. Since then, not in a bad way. I was just like, oh, I moved on from high school a lot faster than I thought. It was the graduation process in the very end that was fucking with my head when I graduated. Um, After it was like fucking next day, it was like hell yeah.
Dude, a few months ago, I was at McDonald's.
You're going to have to speak up. I'm sorry, I can barely
Oh
hear
yeah,
you.
sorry. Yeah, I sneezed and it fucked up all my shit. Um, no, a few months ago I was at McDonald's. You're going through the drive-through, and we pull up to the first window, right? And uh, and as we pull up, I'm in the passenger seat. The guy at the window goes, "Bro, dead name?" And I'm like, "Oh no." It was someone I knew
Oh
from middle
shit.
school. And he was like, "Oh shit, how have you been?" And I was like, "Oh, it's Robin now, blah blah blah." And he was like, "Oh, that's great. Here, give me your number." And so I did. He never texted, which was
That's
very
so
funny.
weird. I had an experience like that. It was not a high school friend. It was like a work person. Like I was not friends with them at work, but like I guess they knew me because I'm like a name around the office. Because again, everybody likes me for some reason, so like people know my name. Um, and I run into this person. They're the cashier at the dollar store, and this person is like, "Yo, I don't have a lot of friends around here. Let me get your number." And I gave them my number, and they just never texted me or did anything with it. I was like, what is the point of this? Why did you ask me for it in the first place?"
Dude, I had a friend of mine from high school give me their number one time. They said, "Call me up, man. We'll like talk about like getting you a job in my little startup internet company." And I call it up, and the fucking number's disconnected.
Damn.
Like,
Like,
why?
dude,
Why do people do
fuck.
that?
It's so fucking weird, man. Like, you have the opportunity to just simply not give me your number. Cause I never ask anyone for their number unless like I felt like close to them in high school or like wanted to keep in contact with them for any sort of reason. But like, I don't actively seek out people's numbers.
Yeah, me neither. And I'll give my number to whoever. Like, well,
Yeah.
unless they're like weird drug people. The amount of fake numbers I've given to weird drug people,
That's really fun.
because they're always like real heavy-handed, and you're like, all right, fine. Here's a number that doesn't exist. Enjoy. Because they're like, bro,
Yeah.
I can get you whatever.
I would hate it like when back in the days when I was like, helping connect people with this and that, when I would just not be doing anything in an unrelated side of town, and people would randomly out of the blue come up to me and go, "Hey, man, you know where I can get fucking Coke?" I'm like, dude, I'm a fat, long haired dude eating a fucking egg roll. Do I look like a Coke head to you, bro? And so it would just be the weirdest
I
fucking
never get how
thing.
people have problems finding Coke though. It's like I feel like anyone who sells anything besides weed also has Coke.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, dude, like you finding like your classic fucking
Coke
street
is like the
drugs is so
second easiest
easy.
drug to find.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like weed and coke are definitely like the easiest ones.
I'm too like nervous to talk to strangers to find drug dealers.
It just happens. I don't know.
Yeah.
When you hang out with other people that do drugs, you just find dealers, you know.
Yeah, usually I just like ask my friends if they know anybody, and then I'll just like go through them. And then after a few times, after I get sort of like a reputation as being a decent customer, I'll just contact them myself.
Yeah, the guy I liked, I think he got locked up.
Ooh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Uh,
You
anyway, we're at
know,
the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
real quick, I was just gonna say, so actually recently, funny story. So the jig is up. My mother found my Delta 8 pen, so now she
Oh
knows that I
no.
smoke. She
Oh, when
she
was
was
this?
kind of a dick about it, but like at the end of the day, it's like you can't freak out too much because your 20-year-old son is smoking weed. But yeah, it was just like a week ago or something.
Mm.
So now I'm like before, so like my mother also does it. And like I've met like her drug dealers because like
Oh,
some I'll
she's a
like walk.
hypocrite.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, she has like legitimate conditions for which medical marijuana would be prescribed. She has not yet paid for the license, but she does like have real health reasons why
Yeah,
she
but
would be
I'm gonna
prescribed.
say it. I'll be brave, all right? Nobody's taking it for real health reasons.
Fair enough, fair enough. Um, but you know, like I know her like drug dealers. I usually like go outside for her and like give them the money and receive the weed.
Oh,
So
that's
it's
so weird.
it is kind of weird, but like it's fine. They're nice guys usually. She doesn't get it from like real scumbags. They're nice, genuine people. Um,
Yeah,
maybe I'll see if one of them will sell to me. I was hesitant before because they're like all like friendly with my mother, so I didn't know if they'd like rat me out for asking. But now that the cat's out of the bag, no harm. So maybe next time one comes around, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, you got a little something for me in there."
I'm really happy that the taboo of you don't care about it being legalized, you just want to get high. I'm kind of glad that that taboo sort of like slowly fading away because who the fuck cares? I'm happy to. I want to get high, and it does stuff that it can do stuff for you, which is just an added plus. But really, I just don't want to get hassled by fucking cops, and I think I should get high wherever I damn well please.
I'm waiting for the day because like it's not gonna happen, and I know you tell me every time I get nervous, but like I'm still waiting for the day that one of us is listening to this podcast in court. And the prosecution is like, I have a little podcast to play for you.
Yeah, I mean it's drug use. Like none of us are selling anything. I
That's
hope.
true. No, I'm not.
I'd like to state for the record on the air live, I do
Yes.
not sell anything illicit.
No, 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 no,
Me,
no.
neither do I, Mr. Judge, Mr. Your Honor. I appreciate and admire your time on the bench here. And I gotta say, Your Honor, you're looking kind of handsome today. I shouldn't get thrown. I don't want to get thrown in jail, so just remember this when you hear this, okay, Your Honor? Thank you.
Objection, Your Honor, relevance.
Objection to that. Objection, Your Honor. What is the point? What are they even trying to say? Come on. Anyway, we're at the hour 54 mark. Does anyone else have anything else they want to say?
I would like to say, for the record, for the listeners, that I have been playing Cookie Clicker this entire time, and those are my final words.
Ew.
Cookie clicker? That's so weird. I don't get the point of that game. Well, I guess I get it. Like
Number
you're just
go up.
cooking. Yeah, number go up. It's just I don't know. Like it's kind of like uh that weird fucking top scroll that top down game where you're just fighting a bunch of respawning monsters and there's lots of flashing lights and you level up real easy. You collect crystals to level up. Like it's in a bunch of commentary YouTubers videos and stuff. Like Fritanga plays the game a whole lot, and he's my favorite shit on all things PlayStation and Sony YouTuber. But yeah, he plays that game a lot. I don't remember what the hell it's called, but I don't get that game. But that's just me, I
Yeah,
guess.
just play Final Fantasy 14.
Actually, I was gonna. What are you doing tonight?
Probably that.
Probably that. If I hop on, you want to play some with me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, on that note, I'm pretty good. I've said everything that I want to say. Uh, Anyone else at all? All right, good.
Yeah.
Riley, where can they find you?
You could find me at anchor.fm/Riely Megafeed or the Riely Podcast Megafeed on your podcast platform of choice. It's the Riely Podcast Megafeed. You could find all sorts of shit there, all sorts of podcasts. And the links to the description is everything else that I do, except this is not in the description yet because there's no videos on it yet. And I also don't know if it comes up in searches, but the Issue Crew Super, what the fuck where did that word come from? That has nothing to do with what I was saying. You ever do
Issue
that?
Crew Super. Yeah,
You ever
saying fucking
do?
random ass word like my brother. We were trying to find a fucking parking spot in the HEB, and he goes, "I can't believe I'm having a fucking trek through all this fucking snow to get to this one spot." And he's from he lived in Wisconsin for like years and years and years, so I guess it left a fucking impact on him. But he said snow in the middle of Texas heat.
There's no snow. Yeah. But yeah, the Issue Crew YouTube channel is real now. You can find it. So check it out. That's the new topic-based podcast starring the cast of Largest Issue, along with Insight Zoidberg, Hartsy Protsy, and Ida. And it's gonna be sick. You should check it out.
More like eat a dick. Oh,
Whoa! You can't say that
Hey,
about
you
her.
just got mowed.
Damn.
Hey, Robin, where can they find you at?
Right now they can't find me, but when you can find me again, it's twitter.com/InsideAlloy and twitch.tv/InsideAlloy.
All right, good enough, good enough. And you guys can find me at twitter.com/MosideGaming42. Got a pin tweet with all my stuff on there. I just recently had a re-debut on the YouTube. I'm going to stream on Twitch maybe once a month, but the rest of the time I'm switching almost nearly completely to YouTube because I think that's a lot
Based.
more fun. And I had a really after I found out super people won't play worth the shit like online, plus like with my green screen and stuff, I just decided to say fuck it, and I played Fortnite, and that was fucking fine. So I guess I fucking found the line of what kind of games I can't play, streaming. But I'm sure I'll find a fix for that here soon. Twitter.com/Mosaic Gaming 42. Got a pin tweeted all my stuff on there. Go check it out. Follow me on everything. All right. Well, that's all for me. I've been Mo, and Riley was Riley, and Robin was Robin. So
Yeah.
until next time, see you around. Ta-ta.
Bye.